up, YouTube? What is up, Giants fans? Happy Victory Monday. It's your boy Jay Dimes. We're back at it with another New York Giants video. Back at it with another New York Giants banger. If this is your first time watching, make sure you leave a like, make sure you comment, and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you love Giants football. Now let's get right into this one. So in this video, I will be doing my takeaways, some of the things that I really wanted to talk about in this video from the Titans game. The Giants walked into Nissan Stadium, took a dub away from the Titans, and now they're 1-0 heading into week 2. And my first takeaway has to be the main man, Saquon Barkley. He looked at explosive, he looked at fast, he looked at motivated. You could tell that he played with a chip on his shoulder. And in the first half, I was wondering, a lot of Giants fans was basically wondering, why are they not giving Saquon the ball? Why are they not giving Saquon the ball? And because he was showing that he was back. He was having those 5-yard gains. He was also turning plays that was, going to be loss of yards. He was turning those into 1-2-yard gains. He was looking like his old self. But the Giants really weren't giving him the ball. They really weren't feeding him the ball. They come out of the second half, he breaks off for like a 60-something yard run. Then he runs it in for a touchdown. And then the rest is history. So Saquon Barkley looked like his old self in this game. He looked like a man on a mission. He was running around like a chicken with his head cut off. And that's the type of Saquon Barkley that I want to see. The Giants in the first half didn't have an identity. They didn't know if they wanted to pass the ball. They didn't know if they wanted to, get excited with the play calling. They didn't know if they wanted to just run the ball. They should have ran the ball, and that's why they ended up with 238 yards rushing for the game. And that's against what was the best rushing defense in the NFL last year in the Tennessee Titans. So Saquon Barkley has an awesome game, puts the team on his back, and carries the Giants carries the Giants offense to a W. The defense, in my opinion, I gotta tip my cap off to the defense. I don't have no cap on, but if I did, I'd be tipping it off to the defense because they shut down Derrick Henry. They maintained Derrick Henry. And like I said, going into this game, a lot of people were getting feelings that this was going to be a game where the Giants were kind of in the game defensively wise, and then Derrick Henry just breaks off for a long touchdown. That did not happen throughout the whole game. They never gave up that big play. They never gave up that big touchdown. They were getting put in bad situations by the offense the whole first quarter. The whole first half, they were getting put in bad situations the whole first half. And throughout the game, they consistently got them the ball back. They consistently, forced them to punt the ball away, and they never gave Derrick Henry, that big run. Because as soon as Derrick Henry gets that big run, it's basically off to the races. It's game over for your defense. He had 21 carries, 82 yards, 3.9 yards per carry. They held him under 4 yards per carry, which is not an easy thing to do. Jihad Ward, when you're looking at the film, he actually held up on the edge. He was a big plus, and this is without your 2 starting edge rushers in Kayvon Thibodeaux, the 5th overall draft pick, and Azeez Ojulari. So once we bring those 2 guys back into the equation, the Giants weren't able to get a lot of pressure on Ryan Tannehill. He was sitting back. He was looking at his watch. He was eating dinner. He was listening to some country music, and he was just picking the defense apart at sometimes. But as soon as we are able to get our 2 edge rushers back, I feel like the Giants defense will play an even better game, versus Carolina. But in this game, even without Kayvon Thibodeaux and Azeez Ojulari, the Giants defense played a very great game versus the Tennessee Titans, a very well coached game from Wink Martindale. Even though at the end they had 2 defensive holding penalties on Austin Calitro and Darnay Holmes, they still held up for majority of the game. They never gave away that big touchdown, So I really, they gave up touchdowns, but they never gave up that 50-yard bomb. Like last year versus the Rams, it was kind of like they gave up that touchdown versus Cooper Kupp. It was game over. They never did that this game. I'm very proud of the defense. Got to make cap out to those guys. Brian Daboll, man. When we're talking about being aggressive at the end of the game, going for the win, that right there proved to me that this team is not tanking. There were people saying after we cut Blake Martinez that, the Giants are tanking. Joe Schoen is tanking. Brian Daboll is tanking. You're not tanking when you're going for a 2-point conversion to go for the win in week 1. That's not a tank move. So that right there, showing the aggressive, having the balls to go for that 2-point conversion, I just love it. I just love it. If the Giants were able, you know what I'm saying, if they don't get that 2-point conversion there, I'm not mad. I am not mad at all. The fact that you were even still in this game was a W for me. So you going for the win, I can never be mad in this type of situation where you're going for the W. Saquon Barkley is hot. The Giants have been able to get into the end zone, in the red zone. So you might as well go ahead and try to get up by 1 point and see if your defense, which has been holding up, can hold up for one more drive, which they kind of did. They didn't really let them get too close to the end zone, and they made a 47-yard field goal. You know what I'm saying? That's not an easy one. That's not a gimme. So I'm really proud of Brian Daboll. I'm pretty proud of the adjustment that they made at the half. You know what I'm saying? Going into the first half or going into the second half, we're looking at a team that, you know, we don't know what we're doing. We don't know if we're going to be a run-first team. We don't know if we're going to try to pass it or both. They came out and seen that in the first half, Saquon Barkley on limited snaps, or limited carries rather, was beasting. He was eating. And they came out into that second half and said, hey, we're about to run the ball. We're about to put the team on Saquon Barkley's back. And that's exactly what they did, and they won the game. So I guess you can give more of that credit to Mike Kafka. I'm not really sure, but I'm really proud of Brian Daboll. He's 1-0, first career coach the game. He walks out victorious. But that's really it, man. That's really my real big takeaways. I know a lot of people are talking about Kadarius Toney, how he only played, I think, 7 snaps. I'm not sure what that's about. We're going to get more information on it sooner rather than later, though. I'm not really sure what that's about. I think it's more of an injury thing. I think it's more of a playbook thing. I don't think it has to do nothing with his attitude or people saying he's in the doghouse. I don't think it has nothing to do with that. I don't. He hasn't really played a lot over the offseason. Didn't have a lot of practice snaps over the offseason. So, you know, it's got to ease him back into the game. You know what I'm saying? It's the NFL, but that's to talk about another day. That's on for another day. I also want to talk about at the end of the video, Dak Prescott. The Dallas Cowboys got, you know, basically embarrassed last night on Sunday Night Football on live television. They lost, I think, 19-3 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But the big news out of that game is Dak Prescott got hurt. He will need surgery on his hand, and he will be out 6 to 8 weeks. And why would you know, that is a divisional rival, but the Giants have the Dallas Cowboys on Monday Night Football in week 3. So that helps them. Cooper Rush, you know what I'm saying? That helps the Giants, you know what I'm saying? Big time. The Giants have not been able to beat Dak Prescott since 2016. It's really huge that he will not be in that week 3 matchup on Monday Night Football. I think it is at MetLife. And the Giants have Carolina this week. Next week you got Dallas. And the week after that you got Chicago. Those are 3 winnable games in MetLife. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. We're going to talk about the possibility of the Giants going 4-0 tomorrow. It's crazy to think about. We got to take it game by game, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it tomorrow. That's really going to do it. If you enjoyed this video, leave your comments down below on how you think this game played out. What's your takeaways? How you feeling? Victory Monday. We don't get a lot of Victory Mondays around here. So that's always a dub. But yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, hit the subscribe button. And until then, it's been your boy Jay Dimes, and I am out. Go